Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Rune News. I'm your host, Ryan, and as always, it's bloody good to have you guys here in the audience today. Jagex just dropped batch number 2 from Pole 84, which means essentially, along with the Abyssal Sire and other changes that are in there, the big one is the Chambers of Xeric changes, and it's going to change the way we learn this raid forever. If you don't know how to do Cox and you want to learn, this is prime time for you to get involved. And we'll be live streaming all of the new content in about 12 hours time right here on this channel. Absolutely 100% advert free. So make sure you come by, hit the subscribe button down below, especially if you're looking to learn Chambers of Xeric or want to see these updates in action. We'll be showcasing it all, teaching everything you need to know. All questions are available for you to come by and ask. So without further ado, Jew being the key word, of course, we will dive into the update now and see what Jagex has done this week exactly to improve the game. Yama is out in 2 weeks' time, so we're kind of preparing for that. I'd imagine next week we'll either have no update or a very small update. And of course, instead of a weekly question for you guys to answer in the comment section down below on RuneScape, it'll be about today's outfit, because you're probably wondering why all you see is Homer Simpson. Well, I got this very heartfelt comment last week I wanted to share with you guys on Rune News. This guy called Tetrazine says that you should switch to black shirts. I was wearing a white shirt, as you can tell. White shirts are unflattering and highlight how unfit someone is because of how easily shadows show on it. I wouldn't call you fat, just a bit doughy. You could easily tighten up that with a month of dieting and focusing on your core in the gym a bit more. I don't know who the fuck you think you are, okay? This is quite an interesting comment. I laughed at it. I thought it was great. Mrs. Robinson sees me as a less attractive man now because of that, but that's fine. We'll get over it. I'm starting to get to the gym, but I figured, why go to the gym and why diet? Why stop eating KFC and drinking all this delicious, not Pepsi Max at the moment, unfortunately. Why waste my time going to the gym when I can just wear clothes like this and you can't see shit? What do you think about today's outfit? Do I look like a fat cunt to you? What do you reckon, boys? Here, big boy, yes or no? Let me know in the comment section down below. Hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. My name is Ryan. You're watching Rune News, but now let's switch over to the Oldschool Runescape update to find out exactly what's happened this week. Alrighty boys, Pole 84 batch number 2 has arrived. This is a big one. Already got some known issues here, as you can see. We've got, so fishing spots are moving every few seconds instead of every minute, which is an interesting development error there. And then also, rune pouches may be lost if you, currently if you do anything dangerous. So they're fucked up there. Somehow the rune pouches are being deleted when they shouldn't be. So until that says hot fixed or cold fixed or whatever, where it says investigating, don't fucking do anything dangerous with your rune pouch. If you need an update, I'll try to update you guys as soon as I can on this channel, on Twitter and Discord, whatever. You come to the live streams right here, 5 days a week, completely advert free. We will make sure that you are up to date, and then you can go out and use your rune pouch again. So just be very careful doing dangerous content and dying. Moving on to the actual update now, we have the Abyssal Sire rework. Now this is a big one because the Abyssal Sire is a shit boss to fight, and now it's not. Okay, these changes, we know about them. It makes the fight faster, it makes it more consistent, you're waiting less time between phases, you can damage him between the transitional phases now, which is huge. You've got to kill less vents. It's going to be fucking awesome. I'm going to try my best to hunt for an Abyssal Demon task this week. I'm trying to also do the Rancor recolor. I just finished task 750. I'll do my best, see how we go, but as soon as I get one, I will show it on stream. We'll check out the new fight, and I'll even make a new guide so that you guys are able to keep up to date with the latest and most effective way to kill the Abyssal Sire, which is going to be big. Unfortunately, the drop table is still horseshit. So, well, moving on now to the big one. This is the CM layout at regular Cox. This is my favorite part of the update. This is what I have been waiting for since they've announced it, because now you've got small, large, and full. And what full means is basically challenge mode Chambers of Xeric without the challenge mode Chambers of Xeric difficulty, which means all the defenses are and like HPs and required mechanics for the raid are scaled down to normal Cox, but you get all the runes, which is good for, I guess, like speedrunners that want to have some sort of competition. It's good for consistency. It makes the raid easier for people who don't have the gear to do a CM yet but want to push that sort of boundary. You'll get more points than a large raid, and most importantly, it helps you learn and teach the raid. So I'm going to be doing what I can with this content to try and help get people into Chambers of Xeric and push the narrative of not just learning solo Cox, but learning Cox in general and doing it with friends. This is a really big learning opportunity for a lot of players. And honestly, I think I might enjoy it more than CMs, because sometimes, well, not entirely, but sometimes CMs just piss me the fuck off, because the Bofa just wants to not hit the Vestibular Portal, and then I'm out of run, I'm out of mana, or I'm out of health. Like I've gone various KCs where the Bofa just won't hit the fucking portal, no matter what I do, and the raid's fucked. So you won't have that issue with this, so you can switch it up a little bit. It would be nice, great for learning, and I just think you're going to be able to get that 40k combat achievement task 2 very easily as well. So all you have to do is open up the menu and then map layout here, and go, yeah, instead of large, you go full, and you get everything. So going to be checking that out literally in like 12 hours time. From the upload this video, you should see me live. We'll be fucking doing it, or we'll be very close to starting it. So come have a look, come check it out, come give me your opinions, and come see how the king fucking does it, because no one does this raid better than I. So absolutely massive. Pretty much all of these points here is what I've pretty much discussed with you already. Chin Chomper Insurance. Fuck me. So basically, if you want to destroy them, you can't. Now you got to drop them, which is fair. And what else is there? They've also any unprotected chins go straight to your gravestone or death pile, just like normal items. So basically, they don't get destroyed now if you die or if you DC or whatever. So good for chins. Not sure if it's good for the economy or not. Don't think it really matters, because they don't, like, they're one-time use. They're expendable, and people use the fuck out of them for leveling. So I would say probably not, but still, yeah, stops people just fucking up and losing a lot of money now. New agility shortcut in Xeric, and that's actually a fucking sick, that's one hell of an animation. I fuck with that. So we like that animation. Very good. Fence hopper. Very good. I like it. They didn't have to do anything special. Just, yeah, leave the fence alone. I like it. Imkando, hammers on Entrana. Completely irrelevant for me. I don't even know what the fuck that hammer is. But you can take to Entrana now because one person wanted it. So good job to Jagex. And they're back in business with moving fishing spots. So they no longer stall your movement. They were meant to do this last week, but there was some sort of bug. Now that it's finished and they fixed it, the fishing spot will no longer stall your movement when you're trying to run to it. So that's awesome. Great fucking changes, great poll update. I don't know if there's anything else from poll 84 that hasn't been done now. Is this the final batch? Batch 2? There may be a third. I might be missing something. Who knows? Yama is 2 weeks away, and here are just some comparisons with the new Oathplate armor versus the Justice Shirt Inquisitors, the, what's it called, Ancestral, the 12. For some reason, they didn't put Missouri there, just to give you guys an insight, or some insight on what everything will look like front and back, without capes and gloves and accessories, of course. So I don't know why they fucking do that. It kind of makes no sense to me, but I guess it gives you a full front and back view of everything untouched by the Veronicas, which is handy at the end of the day. Yama's sitting in his little chair here. I have no idea how big. He's going to be massive. So I don't know if this is a giant throne or if it's a mini Yama. I guess we'll find out. Other changes are full of horseshit. Nothing important. Nothing that matters. Who cares? Oh, yeah. Actually, well, I guess other than this PvP world lure that's now been fixed, because Jagex for some reason has unsafe tiles in the Frost Enclave still even to this day. And LMS is back on Osworlds, which means I can be a little more calm, but just as fucking racist when I'm deleting cunts over there. My name is Ryan, and that is the Old School Runescape update for this week. Now let's talk about the Grand Exchange and how you guys are going to make some serious fucking cash, because Yama comes out in 2 weeks' time, and I got a feeling that Scythe is the way to go. I'm banking on it personally. I don't recommend it, but we'll see what Wade Green says in just a moment. I would like to apologize this week for the viewers of Rune News, because for RuneScape 3, we have our strong opinions, and wearing these sort of clothes, wearing this shirt specifically, you can see more RuneScape 3 behind me, which means you're effectively seeing more dog shit. So I just want to apologize on behalf of the Rune News and Co. over here. We did not mean to, I guess, force this upon you against your will while viewing the greatest show in the old school RuneScape industry. But we will leave you with one heartfelt message that will hopefully put a smile on your face and allow us to move on platonically. And that is that RuneScape 3 is fucking dog shit. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Grand Exchange segment for Rune News. My name is Wade Green, and this week the biggest rise is the Rune Pouch Note. Now, this is obviously a scam. I'm going to tell you how it works, and I encourage you to have a go on your friends before it's too late, before the hotfix comes in. Basically, Jagex has made it that Rune Pouches are dropping like fucking flies at the moment and being destroyed when they shouldn't be. It's not how it works. Don't tell your friends about that. If they've seen Rune News, then they're in on it already. They're trying to fucking get you. But if they haven't seen Rune News, for some reason, something's fucking wrong with them, you got to set them straight. But before you do that, you go take them somewhere, you get them, bait them, you take them to TOA, you get them killed intentionally, and you say, your Rune Pouch is gone. Bad luck, you have to buy a new one. And there's no value in it for you in terms of GP. It's just fucking funny. Bait your friends, get them to lose their Rune Pouch, force them to buy a new one, or go grind out a fucking LMS again if they're an Ironman, laugh at them, and then be like, I got a video for you. Bring them the Rune News, and they're just going to see this. You just got fucking scammed, dickhead. So make sure you show that. Make sure you, well, show it after you scan them, of course. Make sure you bring them there, lure them, get rid of the rune pouch, bring them over the rune news, and let them know Wade Green fucking sent ya. With love, hugs, and kisses, baby. Rune pouches on the rise. Actually, no, also makes it a good time to go to LMS and start selling them. Yeah, start farming them from LMS. I didn't even think about that. I was too busy trying to troll cunts. Yeah, good profit. 6.1 mil. Surely it goes up. Now, the biggest loss this week is obviously the Dagon Hi-Hat. Now, this is a very clear message. A lot of people didn't see this. It's all in the silver lining, reading between the lines. But this is incredibly obvious to be the biggest loss this week. And that's because there is this young gentleman, very young gentleman, the age of 60, known as Hacksaw, the undead Hacksaw. He lost his hardcore life from a brutal black dragon. He got a 5 KC Shadow and then goes to Cox. On his third KC, okay, so he goes to Cox. He's already got the Ancestral Pants. He's got the Code I Want. He's got Dragon Claws. He's got both the Prayer Scrolls. He's got the Twisted Buckler. He's got I think he's even got the Elder Mole. But then, out of nowhere, his third KC, he then pulls another fucking purple, the Ancestral Hat, which threw the whole world out of order, and the Dagon High Hat has just plummeted to the bin, because why would you wear that? Even though it looks better, Ancestral Hat, he's got to wear it. He's got multiple twisted kits, so that way he doesn't look like he's shat his pants or his hat. Now he's just, well, actually, it makes it look like he's shat both. Point is, Dagon High is in the bin now because Hacksaw's getting the spooned Ancestral, so we can all blame him. Don't buy Dagon High at the moment. Lawrence keys are going down. Just be cool. In fact, go PK it, sell it. It's profit while it is, but yeah, don't sit there buying Lawrence keys. It's not worth it. Now, as for the Scythe of Vitur, back up to 1.8 bill, people are a little skeptical. They're unsure. They don't know where to go with this, because I think, personally, it's my personal opinion, this is going to hit roughly 2 bill in 2 weeks' time when Yama comes out, even if it's just for like the first fucking 4 hours, while people are still fleshing out the meta and trying out the boss, because if there's any sort of melee mechanic, if there's any sort of melee usage in, what's his name, Yama, and it's not stab, the Scythe will be best in slot. There's no better weapon. The Emberlight won't keep up. It just won't. Unless there is amplified Demon Bane damage, that's great, but I can imagine if that's the case, there'll be a contract that reduces it, which will then give you better rewards, and the Scythe will then become best in slot again. Unless there's other sort of defensive changes, who knows, but at the base level, there's nothing that beats the Scythe. Why would it not be there? There's no way there's no melee involved in Yama. That doesn't make any fucking sense. So I'm banking on it personally, and we see this hitting 2 bill, which is why in 2 weeks' time, we should be selling all 97 of our Scythes as a group collectively to make a juicy 7 bill profit per Scythe. So that is exactly what we're doing here at King Condor & Co. Invest at your own risk, and don't come to me if you lose money, because I don't give a shit. I'm not your fucking dad. I'm just as disappointed. Then suck a dick. Speaking of people that suck dick, anyone that has sold their mole slippers in the past is a complete dick sucker, because look at you. Look what you've done to my fucking boys. We're down at 473k a pair. Prime time to buy. Yama's coming out in 2 weeks. So that's, we got 1 more week for Yama. Then we got 2 weeks. Yama comes out. And then the third week, that's where we pretty much see the investment in mole slippers come back, because people start to bring the meta down. Everyone's trying to sell everything they can to get ready with the Scythe and stuff for Yama. Once the hype start off, we got the meta. We know that the Fang can probably be used, or something easy like the Noxious Halberd. If you can't, you know, just save yourself 1.5 bill. Mole slippers have gone back up in value, and that's where we invest. That's prime time, baby. So thank you for being a dick sucker and ruining the price of the mole slippers, but also thank you for letting me invest to make a bigger profit when that shit hits 30 mil this time next year. Mark my words, or unsubscribe straight from the horse's mouth, the horse being Mod Ash, because it's got a horse cock. My name is Wade Green, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good night. Now, our first Ironman moment for the week goes to, I actually have no idea who the fuck this is. His name is Bunsen. Hell yeah. He's basically got full armor on 32 KC. I hope you're an Ironman, because that's fucking wicked. Nice work. Next up, we have Based Unk, who I was under the impression was an Ironman, or at least a hardcore Ironman, getting some Burning Claws. I hope this is your main account, because your gear is incredibly high for, like, I thought this account was like fucking 3 months old. Maybe I'm thinking, I don't know, there's too many of you fuckers. I'm trying to keep track of everyone. But GZ on the Burning Claws nonetheless. Nice work. Beautiful drop. And then finally, the big dog, Max Sack, has received a 12er plate body during a mini-mass. The second kill into the trip. Got a beautiful one over there. I hope it wasn't splits. I hope it was free-for-all. Would love a next drop myself. We're going to be going to next, doing a lot of the massing of next content on the live streams. Probably after doing some Chamber of the Xeric stuff today and throughout the next week until I can't be fucked and start doing small teams. So that's beautiful. And that is it this week, ladies and gentlemen, for Rune News. My name is not only Ryan, but you've been Rune News. My name is Rune News. You're watching Ryan. See you guys in the live streams. Have a good night. This is the easiest room in the raid. It's quite simple. You got a big boy. Look at him. God damn. Fuck me. Look at that boy.